All right, coaches. Coach Simpson coming to you from Searcy, Arkansas. Been going through some stuff from my most recent book, Coaching Football Like a Basketball Coach. If you're interested in the book, you can get it on the website, fbcoachsimpson.com, or on Amazon. So I've been going through different parts of thinking like a basketball coach as a football coach. Well, one of the things that has become real popular is cover four or Palms, cover two read, whatever you want to look at it, is this idea of basically a matchup zone, teaching zone coverage different than even when I came up, which was a long time ago. You know, when we came up, a lot of times we were taught, you're in cover three, deeper than the deepest, nobody behind you, all of this stuff, okay? And you were taught as a linebacker, you have the flats. And if you didn't know what that meant, you had to go get like a dictionary and look it up and figure out the flats meant out wide, okay? Well, now we're teaching things differently because the passing game has become so evolved at the high school level. I don't know what state you're in, but the state of Arkansas, there's some guys here that can really sling it. There's some guys that are really, really good gurus of kind of throwing the ball around. If you sit in a zone and you're just dropping to spots, that's going to be not good for you. And so if you want to go zone, you've got to do more of what we call a matchup zone. So let's go to the basketball idea behind this. So basketball, you have the 2-3 defense where that guy has the baseline and this guy has the top of the key and this guy's got the middle. And then basketball coaches got really good at drawing up plays where they would kind of overflow your zone and make the guy wrong and get a wide open shot. Okay, and then when people started getting really good at shooting threes, you couldn't just stay in a 2-3. You had to go to what's called a 2-3 match, where hey, we're not covering paint. We're not covering a spot. We're covering a guy who enters our zone. And so that's the concept of basketball now flipping over to football. So we're going to go on the defensive side for tonight, which will be fun. We're going to talk about, let's say we're going to run quarters or two read. We would call this two read against this. You get a bunch trip set. So there's a lot of ways you can play this. Okay, I'm just going to give you a vanilla one, but just to talk about the general concept. So we're going to teach our corner on this, whatever depth you decided. Let's say it's always a kind of a it depends question. I don't want to make it specific to just us. Let's say I've told my corner we're going to play at 5 to 6 yards, okay, and you have the first out cut. So whatever that is, you're going to stay outside of everything. Keep everything funneled inside. And your eyes are going to go in here, and whoever the first out cut is, that's you. So let's say we get some kind of route combination of this. Let's use snag. We've been talking snag already. So this guy's going to run a curl. He's going to run that corner. He's going to run the shoot. Okay. Well, I'm going to get depth until I see that outbreaker, and then I'm going to drive on the outbreaker to try to make that throw as hard as possible. Okay. Your safety, you're teaching something with his eyes. Usually he's reading 2-1 or 1-2, however you're teaching it in quarters, where he's going to be working here. Now, if they're in trips, we probably have a poacher sitting over there also, so he's going to be able to get here pretty quickly. As soon as he drives, we ought to be getting over the top of this. Those are the guys I'm not really going to work on because that's how you want to teach it. Here's the guys where the game has changed. These used to be hole pluggers. They couldn't move, couldn't cover. If that's what you've got now, you're probably in trouble when you see spread teams. So now you've got to teach this guy what he's doing. So if you tell this guy hook to curl and that's all you really work, a lot of times that curl is going to be wide open because he's going to drop to a spot and he'll stare at the quarterback and the receiver's running right behind his ear, wide open. So we want to teach him, hey, we're going to funnel everything out. And the first thing that breaks into our zone is us. So we're here. We're going to try to jump and funnel everything out, and the first thing that breaks in our zone is our man. We have that guy in man-to-man, okay? This guy depends on what you're trying to coach up your guys to. Usually he's going to take, if you get 2 double sticks, he's going to work to that, but he's working a man over, or he's going to take the back coming out of the backfield. The concept, again, is we're playing a matchup. He's not going to cover, the hook to curl area. He's going to cover whatever man comes this way. So he might be looking at eyeballs in the backfield, if that's what you have him doing. He may be eyeballing here if he gets some kind of crosser that he's going to funnel until something comes his way. So the idea, again, being we're not in just a zone, we're in a matchup zone, even in now quarters, cover 2, cover 3, and there are gurus that can give you a lot more detail on cover 2, pattern read stuff. That's not my goal here. The goal is start thinking about zone the way a basketball coach thinks about zone. And what drives me insane, and most football coaches insane, is when you see a guy guarding grass. Because grass never beats you, but the guys over here can. So make sure when you're teaching this, you think about it like basketball coaches do. We want to eliminate, their players. Again, if you got more information or would like more information, I have a whole chapter defensively about how we try to use concepts with our defense in the book. You can get that on my website or on Amazon. Appreciate your time.